Can't even book a lousy bowling alley.
Maybe this is a good time for me to start my own group.
All right, you're not starting any groups. You're in this group, Nicky.
Yeah, which one? The Topics, the Romans, the Lovers? Who are we gonna be next, Tommy?
Frankie.
It's a sign, Tommy.
Well, that was a clip from Jersey Boys, one of the weekend's wide releases. I got a little anxious to talk about it, but maybe not. Right? Maybe I shouldn't have.
Does the movie, based on the Broadway musical, sing or hit some sour notes? Here to tell us is this guy, Will Loper.
Well, good morning.
Hi.
So Jersey Boys, you know, it really sings with its musical numbers, but the rest of the movie, it's a little more than off-key. So we begin with Frankie Valli. He's played by the same actor, John Lloyd Young, in the Broadway show. He's working in a Broadway shop, messing around the mob, but he's got a beautiful voice, and with the help of Tommy DeVito, he manages to start a band of 4 guys, and their rags to riches story begins when they finally hit success with the song Sherry. Now, the songs are so catchy and so enjoyable that every time one is sung, the movie is great. The problem is with the characters. The movie does not do such a good job at making us care at all for any of the characters. You know, Tommy DeVito is the one who is talking to the camera and narrates to us for the majority of the movie, when it should be Frankie Valli. We don't really get inside Frankie's head, unfortunately. Extremely late in the movie, Frankie's daughter is introduced, and it feels completely forced, and it's pretty obviously played for some quick sympathy.
Okay.
So how does this compare to the onstage musical? I saw that. I have not seen the movie, but I saw the musical when it was at the Overture.
Yeah, no, I had never seen the musical, but I've been reading a lot of reports online, and it's pretty unanimous. The musical is way better than the movie, so.
And didn't Clint Eastwood direct this?
Clint Eastwood did direct.
Yeah.
It seems like a little bit of an odd choice, and he kind of was talking about how he didn't really want to make it a musical movie, which is odd because it's a musical. It's based on a musical.
But maybe he shouldn't have, because you're saying it wasn't all that good. Yeah.
So what did you give this?
So out of characters, 1 out of 4 seasons. Definitely could have been better. Songs, 3 out of 4. That's great, but they needed more. Christopher Walken, I mean, you can't go wrong. 4 out of 4 seasons, and so I rate it 2.55 Christopher Walkens out of 5.
Okay.
Okay, so one end of the spectrum to
To the other, yeah.
Really?
Complete shift here.
Yeah.
We got Think Like a Man 2. So this was the box office winner of the weekend with $30 million, barely squeezed past 22 Jump Street. In my opinion, maybe it shouldn't have. This is the sequel to 2012's Think Like a Man, which was based on a Steve Harvey advice book on relationships. So that movie introduced us to the 5 or so couples that we see in this follow-up. The first movie, each character had growth and a character arc, a storyline, and they learned something about themselves getting into each of their respective relationships. In this movie, it's pretty much, let's just party in Las Vegas. So one of the couples is getting married, the men separate from the women, and as Kevin Hart narrates, it's a war between the two to see who has the crazier stories when it's all done. That'd be fine if they actually had a crazy night. The most that happens is they get thrown in jail for fighting at a club.
But I hear that Kevin Hart is hilarious in here, you know. I was supposed to go see the movie actually yesterday, so I'm going this week.
I think this kind of divided opinion on Kevin Hart. Some find him a little grating. I just wonder why he is the one narrating the movie, because he is the one who isn't in a relationship in both of the movies. I mean, he's getting over a divorce, but he's kind of the least interesting of all of them. He's played for laughs, but he doesn't have the deep characters.
A lot of my Facebook friends say it's the movie to see, and it did, you know, come in #1 at the box office.
It did. So the final rating, I'm giving this out of Wendy Williams cameos, 1.43 out of 5. So I like the first one, but this one kind of a step down. So.
All right.
Okay.
So what's on your agenda for this week?
Next week we got Transformers: Age of the Endless Sequels or something like that. I'm not sure.
Interesting.
Thank you, Will.
Yep. Thanks.